to Iran, where authorities are investigating what the Iranian government is calling potentially deliberate poisoning of hundreds of schoolgirls. According to senior officials, the girls from schools across the country have been suffering respiratory, cardiac, and neurological symptoms. Iranian media is reporting that the poisonings have been taking place for months. Officials also say it may have been a coordinated effort to prevent girls from receiving an education. All of this comes amid the other protest movements that have been all over the country that have erupted against the Iranian regime in recent months. Protests, perhaps not coincidentally, led by women and girls. With me now is Holly Dagres, a senior fellow at the Atlantic Council whose focus is on Iran. Holly, I appreciate you coming in. I think what surprised us on this story is the fact that the government officially is acknowledging this problem. Here's what it tells me. It means that they don't know what to do, or that's why they're going public. Do they need help? Why do you think they went public with this?
Well, Chuck, this has actually been going on since November 30th, where we saw the first incident happen in the holy city of Qom. It's been a story for some time in Iran, and it was only when it started hitting other cities like the capital, Tehran, that we actually saw that it was getting attention because Iranians were making noise about it. Parents, understandably worried and concerned about the health of their daughters, were starting to protest outside of schools. And there was so much pressure on authorities to actually take action to this actually become a topic of conversation in the country.
I guess that's what's so. Can we trust the Iranian government to do a thorough investigation? You're already shaking your head.
No, and the reason I'm shaking my head is that this is a repressive government. They have eyes and ears everywhere. How is it that they have surveillance technology from China to actually monitor if a woman is wearing mandatory hijab in a metro station, but they're not able to actually understand where or how this is happening in reportedly at least 15 cities across the country? So it's leading a lot of Iranians to believe that this is deliberate. And we've actually heard the deputy health minister say that this is deliberate. And ironically, just right after he said that, he said he was misquoted. And
I was just going to say, is he still the deputy health minister? Or he had to come out with I was misquoted?
He was misquoted, he alleges. But the truth be told is that a lot of Iranians rightfully believe that this was an act of revenge. We have to remember that the mass protests that have been continuous since mid-September 2022, after the murder of Mahsa Jina Amini, were led by young Iranian girls, Iranian Gen Z, and these are the targets right now. So this seems to be an act of revenge against these very girls.
You know, this is what authoritarian regimes that get accused of genocide do. What should the world community be doing right now about this?
Well, they definitely should not be ignoring it. We should be hearing more condemnation of what's happening. We've heard the State Department say that Iran must investigate what's happening, but as we can see, they've been very incompetent at that, purposely so, possibly. There've been already pressure on families. There's been arrests. Just the other day, a very brutal video of a woman just protesting outside a school, worried about her daughter's well-being, having her hair and her clothes taken and just pulled away and pushed into a unmarked vehicle. We don't even know where this woman went. So it's telling us that they're not listening.
How are our eyes and ears, right? We've always said on the ground, we're good at surveilling Iran. We're not good at as our intelligence is sort of being inside that. In many ways, Israel's got better eyes and ears in Iran than the U.S. does. Any of the intelligence assessments here have an idea of where this is emanating from?
It's really hard to say. Unfortunately, because Iran is ruled by an authoritarian government, the Iranians, the only way they're able to get their voices out to the world is through social media. So the only way we've been really seeing what's happening, these videos that have been coming out on social media of girls being hospitalized, not able to breathe, talking about their symptoms, and of course the parents being pushed into unmarked vehicles is really what we're able to rely upon right now.
You are an expert on Iran for the Atlantic Council, which means the other piece of news this week had to do with how close they are, in theory, to enriching uranium to weapons grade. There seems to be not the amount of alarm that you might expect from the West on this. Why is that?
Well, there's a lot going on in the world, for starters, and I think that when we look at the 84% that has been reported in the International Atomic Energy Agency's latest report, Right now, there's a sense that these were just particles traced, not that Iran was necessarily actually keeping this. Nevertheless, that means it's near weapons grade. 90% is near weapons grade. And so there is definitely concern, but I get the sense that maybe they're thinking about other options, plan B.
Holly Dagres from the Atlantic Council, the Iranian expert over there. Appreciate you coming in and helping shed some light on what is just a very, very scary story in Iran with the.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.